Today we play Glaceon and Vaporeon. Since the Eevee Grove set was released, we've seen all sorts of Eeveelution cards pop up in this meta. Of course, Sylveon EX has taken over the meta, making its way into pretty much all sorts of decks. So I wanted to take on the challenge of building a deck around the most underused Eeveelution cards out there, Glaceon EX and Vaporeon. While you can definitely build a decent deck combining them with Greninja or Pyukumuku or both, I thought that was kinda boring. Instead, I wanted to take some inspiration from the popular leafeon Flareon EX deck out there to build a more dedicated Eeveelution deck. Leafeon Flareon can be kind of a powerhouse of a deck, having both the energy generation and the damage output to compete with meta decks. We've also seen some other less popular Eeveelution decks out there, from a Sylveon's deck with Espion to Leafeon Jolteon, even Leafeon Umbreon. In comparison, the water Eeveelution decks are severely lacking in this meta. But can they still compete? In today's deck, we give water Eeveelutions some grass and sunshine. While this is arguably the worst variation of all of the Eeveelution decks, it's not as bad as I thought it would be either. Glaceon EX isn't great, but it's kind of underrated, being able to dish out considerable damage when combined with both red and Eevee bags. Leafeon EX is still at the core of this deck though, being able to ramp itself or other Leafeons, giving you some leeway to prepare your Glaceon for later. If you enjoyed this video, please don't forget to leave a like and consider subscribing for more fun off-meta decks. I also take deck requests. Is there any card you want to see played in Ranked? Let me know in the comments and I'll build a deck around it. With that said, check this deck out in action and enjoy the games. Okay, against Darkrai, we go second. Leafeon does deal super effective damage to it. So maybe I want to try to go for that as soon as possible. Next turn I could be attacking with Leafeon. I mean my second turn. But this is still pretty scary. Right, with Giratina first turn and all. Yeah, this is not amazing. Can only really do this. Get a second Eevee. Let's hope I don't get red carded here. But that if I do, to redraw the Leafeon, and I do not. Okay, so 2 Eevees, not bad. All in all. Gonna go ahead with Leafeon and attack for 90. So I don't think they can heal this enough. It would need to heal for 50 at least. Yeah, maybe Center Lady and Potion. So okay, maybe they do have it. And unfortunately, no red or Eevee bag from us. So yeah, that's pretty unfortunate. And Giratina would be ready to attack next turn. Ah, that's really bad. It's really, really bad. So yeah, unfortunately, I need to go with Irida. Just so I don't lose straight away. And yeah, I need to do this and attack for another 90. A third of my remaining deck is something that would have one-shotted this Darkrai or, you know, finished it off. Kind of a third. Yeah, because even 2 researches would give me a good chance of finding the Eevee bag. I could also get lucky to attack with okay, I mean, yeah, sure, take this Eevee if you want to. So yeah, I don't love how this is going without the other Eeveelutions. I go down to Sabrina anyway, so I don't see much of a point in evolving. Right? I feel like I just need to use Mars. Go with this and hope to discard one Psychic Energy from Giratina. I could be alright with red and the Glaceon. But I wouldn't really have a way to draw and use both in the next turn. I'm gonna go with Research here. Pokeball into another Leafeon. I could go with the second Leafeon. Right, it technically survives that. Yeah, because I can attack with Leafeon anyway next turn. Let's try the Vaporeon instead. Because if I go with Leafeon now, then next turn I can't attack with anything else, potentially. Whereas if I go with Vaporeon, I have a good chance of actually discarding Psychic Energy. And next turn, like, they still only have 1 point, so even if they take out this Vaporeon, that's fine. As long as they don't have the Cyrus. So we do not discard it. But I can still go ahead with 80 damage next turn with the Eevee. With the Leafeon, I mean. And still dodge the Cyrus. Let's see, even if they attack, they do take 20 again. Which makes them go down to Leafeon range. So, because they only played the potion and hesitated quite a bit now, feels like I actually can do something. Can even keep on attacking with this Vaporeon. Right? But until they get their... Do I go for Leafeon now? I don't feel like I need to. I think attacking for 70 is good enough. Right? The question is, do I evolve something? I'm just gonna evolve to Glaceon because I have the Dawn. And attack again with Whirlpool. And we discard this Dark Energy, which is pretty useful. Because now it can't even retreat properly without Leaf. They do get a second Giratina. And they do have the Leaf. But Leaf means no Cyrus, right? So they come in with this other Giratina, trying to buy time. Okay, we already lost an Eevee, so no more Eeveelutions for us. But we do have another Eevee bag, so now we can deal a lot of damage. Right? Not exactly this turn yet, but I think next turn it's lethal no matter what. I'm just gonna attack again. They discard even one. That would have disabled the Leaf, so they need to top deck Cyrus to win right here. Yeah, I think it's just Cyrus or bust. They go on the healing for this Giratina. But that's not really enough. And GG against Darkrai Giratina. With 2 more Eevee bags to deal up to 150 or 40-ish. Okay, probably Greninja. Yeah. So I'm gonna go research first, try to max the chances of more basics, which also plays a little bit around Mars. Okay, and we get all of them. Which is not perfect because Greninja can still quite punish us. Yeah, but let's see. I do try to put some pressure here to water energies. These starts are rough. And they already have a Greninja. Could potentially do something, but at this rate, they're just outdrawing us. There's nothing I can really do. Guess I'm gonna go for Glaceon outright. And just gonna do this. Let's see, because the Sylveon can't retreat just yet. Giratina is pretty much ready to attack next turn, if depending on how they put their energy this turn. Yeah. Okay, if they get the second Greninja, they can actually finish that off. And I can one-shot this Sylveon now. Right? I deal 100, I just need one Eevee bag. This Giratina can hit me for 150. So I pretty much need both Irida and Giant Cape. And even then, they could still finish it off with a second Greninja. Let's see, now I would kind of need a red. Even then, it's not amazing. I mean, not quite enough. Or is it? I think I need a red and another Eevee bag. Okay, so they go for the Eevee. Feels kind of awkward. I need more healing now. Right? Oh. Lucky. Ah, that's exactly lethal. That's incredible. That's exactly the card I needed. To be fair, we didn't draw any other evolution, which is incredible also. GG! Ah, that was clutch. Okay. Against the Solgaleo, we go second. So that's not too bad. But Solgaleo is super effective against Glaceon, which means I might need to save the Giant Cape for Glaceon, but even if they have red, it's not enough. And they start dumping stuff. I'm gonna go with research first, try to get more basics, play around red card. And yeah, at this point, I am tempted to go with the Giant Cape in the back as well. Kind of gonna be reserved for Glaceon, potentially. This one is gonna be a Sylveon, most likely as well. They already have their Sylveon as well. I can attack for 70 this turn. And leafeon would survive a hit from Solgaleo as well. But they already have it. That's pretty rough. I don't love to see it. Strangely, they teleport. What do they teleport into? Okay, yeah, I guess, but Solgaleo still can't attack, so that's kind of awkward, right? I'm just gonna go with this Pokeball into a Sylveon. There's a Glaceon into a Research. Red and Dawn. Okay. You know what? I'm gonna evolve this as well. This is gonna be the Leafeon, the second Leafeon. I'm gonna attack for 70 here. So now, this is the awkward thing. Like, do they put the energy on Solgaleo and do nothing? Or do they evolve the second Solgaleo? That would actually be rough. At this point, there's nothing I really want to bring out. Let's hope they don't have the second Solgaleo is all. Yeah, I think they're just trying to delay me. Got a Dawn again. Okay. I can still take out... Well, I can't like that, but that's 370 damage for me at least. Right, so it's not the worst. And I just go with this. But yeah, that's one energy lost for Glaceon, which is really bad actually. So they start bringing in the lilies. Let's hope they don't get the second Solgaleo too early here. At this point, I am gonna sacrifice this Leafeon. I could bring in the second Leafeon. I think it's a fair thing to do. But I'd rather just go with this. Right? So between the Eevee bag, Dawn. Well, I can't use Dawn and Red in the same turn, so I have to watch out for that. But actually, yeah, even if they just attack here, I take down the Solgaleo with the Glaceon and Dawn. That's really good. Now they would need red to win. And the rare candy Solgaleo as well. Yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead with this. Take out the Solgaleo. Now, unfortunately, no Cyrus. I kind of want Cyrus for this deck, but the deck space is so tricky to figure out. Like, I feel like I need all of these cards. I guess you could potentially take out Vaporeon. I rarely use Vaporeon, but that's kind of more of a principle thing. I wanted to deck with both Glaceon and Vaporeon, even if I rarely use it. Okay, so they do bring out the second Solgaleo now. It's very tricky, and my Leafeon isn't ready to attack, so that's really bad actually. Wait, but with red? How much damage can I deal? 100? 120. Am I really? Oh, that's rough. Oh, that's really rough. I have to go with Mars. Kinda do something like this. Hope they don't have a way to finish the game, because my red is at the bottom. I would have won this with red right here. Don't break my heart here. Pokeball, great, great. No red, no Cyrus, no Sabrina, because even Sylveon is also weak to metal. No! It was so close. Red was the bottom card. I would have won this so close to win this. I can't believe this. Breaking my win streak. Ah, that's devastating. So yeah, I thought this deck was really fun to play. Out of the Eeveelution decks, it's arguably the worst one, you know, the best one being the Flareon one. Second best being something like the double Sylveon with an Espion or something. Then even the Leafeon Jolteon is kind of nice, or the Leafeon Umbreon is not too awful either. And so out of all of the Eeveelution variations, the water version is probably the worst one. If you want it to be a little bit better, you might want to take out the Vaporeon to pretty much add anything you want. The problem is if you run into Oricorio, Vaporeon is one of the only ways you have to really deal with it. And I had a couple of interesting matches against Oricorio. Unfortunately, I didn't record them. But still very fun to play. People definitely underestimate Glaceon, especially with the red, the Eevee bags. It deals a lot more damage than it might seem. Like if they take out one of your Pokemon and you bring out Glaceon in their turn, you deal 10 right away. And then if you have red and Eevee bag, you can deal another 140 for a total of 150. It's definitely sneaky that people are not expecting at all. Still very fun. Not the most competitive all of the Eeveelutions or at all. I still had a relatively alright streak here. I started at around halfway into Ultra Ball rank, so I was actually able to climb this a bit, but with a lot of luck granted, especially with one of the win streaks I got there. Still very fun, highly recommend it. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate every single one of you, and I'll see you on the next one.